Hey guys, today I wanted to play around with some wedding makeup. I just can't see myself allowing someone else to do my makeup on my wedding. I just feel like because I love makeup so much and because I do feel that I know what kind of look and products that I like already, I don't know, I just don't know if I see the need for that. I want something that's very like low-key and romantic, and I certainly would prefer a more matte look versus something, you know, very shimmery or dramatic. So I just applied the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly with the purple ID insert, which is for like plumpness. And I just figured that would give me like a nice kind of tacky base for my foundation. But first I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer. So this is the e.l.f. HD concealer. e.l.f. has like a ton of new concealers out right now, but this is actually like a really old one. This is in the shade Fair, which is obviously pretty dark. So I like to mix that with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 5 Ivory, and that just will brighten it up, and the consistency of these two together is very nice. So I guess to tell you guys a little bit about my wedding, Paul and I both did not want to spend a small fortune on our wedding. We really just wanted it to be about us and our love and just like the closest people to us. So we are working towards a budget of only $5,000, and so far we're actually doing really well. The biggest thing that is saving us money is that we decided not to do like a full dinner reception. So what we're doing is we have a rooftop patio that's quite large. So on one half, we're gonna do the ceremony, and on the other half of the patio, there's gonna be like a cocktail, hors d'oeuvres type of afternoon thing. It's just gonna be about 40 to 50 of our closest friends and family, and we're just doing it on a nice Sunday afternoon. We'll see the sun start to set while we're on the rooftop patio, and like I said, it's just gonna be like a really chill cocktail, hors d'oeuvres for like 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon, and then everybody can go their separate ways. And then afterwards, just Paul and I and our immediate family, as well as our bridal party, will just go out for like a super nice dinner somewhere afterwards. Okay, hold that thought. Let's get into some foundations. So right now, the foundation that I think I want to wear is the Clinique Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. It's pretty long lasting. It's matte, and it looks very smooth and natural on the skin. So for close-up photos, I think it's gonna look really great. Also trust Estee Lauder Double Wear for my wedding day because I know this is so incredibly long lasting, as well as the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour hydrating foundation. These are very similar. Unfortunately, this Clinique one is not a very good shade for me. This is in the shade 01 Fresh Alabaster, and I need to do a little bit of foundation mixing. So this is the e.l.f. White Mixer. I like to put a little dab of that, as well as a dot of the e.l.f. Mixer in yellow, and that just helps to tone down some of those like super rosy beige undertones that this foundation has. So yeah, basically that's how we're saving most of our money, because it is the feeding people like a 3-course meal that gets so expensive. And while I totally appreciate why people do that, and I think, you know, if money wasn't ever an issue, like I totally think we would do that, but I think in order to save money and then also just keep it about us and our love and the ceremony, I think this is like the best way. And honestly, neither one of us likes to make a big fuss out of anything, so I think this like more low maintenance, chill wedding day will be what's best for us. Okay, I just did my brows very quickly off camera. I just used my NYX Precision Brow Pencil in Ash Brown and my most favorite e.l.f. brow gel in Clear. So even though I'm not a huge contourer, I am gonna do a little bit just because I do think it makes a difference in photos especially. So this is the Cover FX Sunkissed Bronzer, and it's just like a really nice neutral kind of cool toned shade. I actually forgot how nice a good contour can be. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of nose contouring as well, just literally on the very sides here. Nothing too crazy. Now I'm gonna bake, which I literally never do. But I really want my foundation to stay put, and it does tend to wear off in this area. This will also act to clean up my contour as well. This powder, by the way, is from the brand Stellar, and this is in the shade Glow 01. You can get this brand at Sephora, and it is one of the only setting powders that I have ever found that I actually like, and it's amazing for blurring pores as well. So while I let this sit, I'm gonna be putting on a little bit of eyeshadow. I don't usually wear a lot of eyeshadow. I don't really like eyeshadow, but I feel like for my wedding, I will want to do something. This is the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette, and I'm just gonna take this light beige shade here called Stark, and I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of definition just above my crease. So I have hooded eyes, so you'll notice that I tend to put my eyeshadow like straight across instead of, you know, rainbow windshield wiper motions. I just find that allows more eyeshadow to be visible. Okay, my eyelid is doing something odd right now. Stop. I said stop. All right, I'm just gonna wipe away some of this baking powder. And whatever's just kind of left on my brush, I will kind of take all over my face. Next, I'm gonna take this KKW Beauty Brighten powder. This is in the shade 1. And I'm just going to add this underneath my eyes. It just adds like an extra level of brightness, I find. It's subtle, but if you can kind of tell, this under eye just looks a little bit brighter. This powder is also really nice just for like a natural face highlight. Like I'm gonna take it down the center of my nose, because even though it looks matte in the pan, it actually does have like a very subtle sheen to it. For blush, I really wanted something that was very innocent and just like a really natural soft pink, and I think that I found the perfect one. This is MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Sweet Enough. I don't know, it screams like Blushing Bride to me, so I'm just gonna apply that directly to the apples of my cheeks, and also just like a little bit on the forehead as well, just to tie it together. I also like to incorporate my blush in my eyeshadow too, so I'm just gonna take a little bit into the crease as well. I might actually leave my eye look like this on the actual day, but I want to see what it looks like with just a tiny bit of shimmer on the lids. So I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I think I'm just going to like dip my fingers into these two pink shades here and just kind of apply all over. Now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is literally like my favorite setting spray ever, and it's just gonna create like a really nice base for when I apply my highlight so that it really sticks and also really pops. The highlight that I'm gonna use is from this little e.l.f. illuminating palette, and it's this white gold shade right here. I'm gonna take that on a brush just right underneath my brow, as well as just a tiny bit on the inner corner. And I'm honestly just gonna go in with my finger and just apply to the top of my cheekbone. It's honestly such a gorgeous natural highlight. Definitely liked my eyes better when they were totally matte, so I'm just gonna kind of try and pounce off some of that shimmer on the lid and touch up with my Urban Decay, that same shade there. And again, with a little blush, it really does make a big difference. And I probably will have fake lashes on the day of, but I don't know, because I actually really don't like fake lashes and I never wear them because of it. We'll see. I know that they do really make your eyes stand out. For lips, I'm debating a liquid lipstick just for the sake of not having to worry about it getting on my teeth or my chin. But I really dislike wearing a liquid lipstick. The one that I have in mind is this Sigma liquid lipstick in New Mod, which is just like a really nice like mauvey pink shade. But I also want to go like a little bit more classic, so I think I'm gonna do this ColourPop BFF2 lip liner. And then I want to go in with this Rimmel by Kate Moss nude lipstick in the shade 42. And I am just going to take this darker lip liner kind of on the center of my lips, just to blend any butthole lips that are happening. I actually do have a Wet n Wild Mochalicious. Raw Beauty Christy would be proud. All right guys, this is the finished look if you can picture it with lashes on the actual day. Let me know what you think. I think it actually turned out really great. I just want to look very romantic and classy and also minimal. I don't want to wear a ton of makeup, or at least, sorry, I don't want to look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. So hopefully I achieved that. I am thinking about wearing my hair kind of like half up and then have my veil like coming out from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was interesting, helpful. If you have any tips for my wedding day, my wedding makeup, anything, please leave them down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you.